there, friend. Welcome to Start Early Today, your daily dose of mindfulness and positivity. Today we're outside, early morning. It is Monday, a bright new start of the week, an opportunity to assess, recenter, get organized, and make some action steps towards our desires. Desires meaning it's already in us. Desires meaning embodying what we're capable of. For we know that the seed contains the tree. It has been said that if you can desire it, it's already real. It just needs to gestate and run through you in this time-space reality. And through embodiment and clarity of mind and clear plans and openness to change, we can achieve the life of our dreams. And today we're going to talk about being mindful beyond meditation. That meditation goes beyond the yoga mat and your meditation chair. It is beyond your 20-minute of dedicated silence. That's only the start. When you start the day with prayer and silence, we surrender to the day that is ahead of us. And in this constant awareness of surrender, we get to flow with the divinity and the innate naturalness flow of all things, which we are all a part of. While meditation is a valuable practice, it alone is not enough to be truly mindful in the real world. Staying in silence, meditating for an hour or 20 minutes, this is only a preparation for deploying our mission, deploying our prowess, our powers towards the life of our dreams, towards the chosen mission that we are all gifted with. We're gifted with these obligations and responsibilities, and if we get to see them clearly and tackle it day by day in little chunks, you'll get to see your progress if you zoom out. So when in doubt, just zoom out and take a look at your past wins. Acknowledge your small wins, and you'll be in the right mindset again, because there's really no fatigue. It is only the mind when it's in its small frame of thinking, which says nothing is ever worth doing, nothing means anything. We can zoom out of that and revert to everything means everything. Everything in the present moment is important, and everything is complete as it is. I'd like for us to bring awareness when we find ourselves automatically reacting to things. So becoming mindful of your reactivity, that's always good to know. It's always good to remind ourselves when we are being judgmental. Oftentimes we judge ourselves, we judge others, we judge circumstance, and this is not helpful to your progress, to getting close to your inner knowing. For if we sit in silence, we get to know everything. Everything is known in your silence. Seek to understand with compassion when we are feeling judgy. Sometimes we get too attached to our egos, and our egos get hurt so easily. And to even look at your persona and your identity as a compassionate soul, you'll get to understand why the ego is behaving the way it is. It is afraid. Sometimes we are just like a bratty little child, complaining and uneased with the way things are going, but nothing is permanent. Sometimes the baby just ends up sleeping and it learns, and if we open ourselves up to learning, we get to the clarity of the steps that is needed to be taken shows up, and the way we're gonna step into those paths will be one of flow and one of ease and delight. And each and every present moment we can choose to be happy. You can choose to be happily sweeping the floor and taking out the trash. Seek new information with curiosity when stuck in our echo chambers. Our echo chambers keep on playing the same things. Are you still playing the same story that you've been telling yourself 20 years ago? Maybe get curious in what's possible today. Maybe open up, poke the edge, pierce the veil. Okay, go to the edge and take a look. And just take a peek on what's possible. Maybe do something that you've never done that you know that will help you and your higher mission, that will get you closer to your inner knowing, that will make you more vibrant and shining and delightful. Because in your vigor and in your inspiration, the world will resonate with you. Your surroundings will change, but it starts with yourself. Tap into mindful energy to take actions aligned with our goals, even when it's uncomfortable to change old ways of thinking and acting. So have an honest conversation with yourself. Oftentimes we turn away from things that need looking at. Joseph Campbell said that cave we dare the cave we fear we dare not enter holds the treasure we seek. So play with fear, challenge and inquire its authenticity. Fear stands for false evidence appearing real. And Mark Twain said, it's not what we know that gets us in trouble. Oh, it's not what we do not know that gets us in trouble. It's what we know for sure that it ain't so. Okay, so challenge your attachments, challenge your default thinking, challenge your default reactivity, challenge your default perceptions. Each and every time you're invited into thinking and wrapping a label around something, take a step back and unwrap that label and unwrap it again and shed it again as you smile and as you relax your whole body. Let go of attachments to achieve inner calm, to become centered and at peace and at ease with oneself. This can be done by one deep breath and imagining the belly as a sun and the heart expanding and light coming off of your chest and relaxing your shoulders, and imagine two laser tepid lights running from the tip of your skull to the tailbone. Relax all of your limbs. Imagine all of your muscles melting to the core of the earth, your eyeballs melting to the core of the earth. These are just visualizations for you to get to innate calmness, because the brain, the reptilian parts of our brains are always in fight or flight. It's always on alert mode of defense. It's always in the defense mode. It wants to know, it wants to judge, it wants itself to be correct and praised. But that's a zero-sum game, my friend. The end of that is death and burnout. You know this, so I'm writing a piece that is pretty strong. It's called "The Moment You Want to Die is the most powerful moment in your life." Because It means an end to a part of yourself. But you yourself cannot die. Your essence goes on forever. You are eternal. No one ever really dies. It's just parts of ourselves that shed. Much like an onion, much like a wrapper of a vegan chocolate bar. You throw away the wrapper and the chocolate is still there. And that chocolate never dies. You digest it and it breaks up into sugars and proteins and it turns into energy, and then you sweat it out and the sweat evaporates and goes back to the clouds, and then it precipitates as rain, and then you drink the water once again. And we all have known, and it has been proven by Deepak Chopra, that we breathe breaths of Buddhas and Jesus and peasants. We're all sharing one breath, one life. It is all one intelligence running on a thread. We're all just interconnected beings. We are interbeings, as Thich Nhat Hanh said. And knowing this, that you are all of this, provides peace and ease. You can surrender to its intelligence and show that you are ready for life, and let life take you wherever you want to be. If you're ready for it, it's gonna take you to amazing places only if you're ready for it. The path to return to mindfulness. Let's do 3 steps. For today, I'd like for you to remember these 3 words: return, listen, and begin. First, we return to the present moment by anchoring our attention to the breath, bodily sensations, or any other object that helps us stabilize our awareness. You can stand straight, or even while walking, just bring your attention to the things around you, and you can shift to the things inside of you. You know, you have a throat, you have teeth, you have blood, and one thing is constant. You're just breathing. You're breathing, standing, walking, laying down, and nothing much. Everything outside of that is just a story in your head. And sometimes we make such a big fuss of things that don't mean anything, things that are not important. Nothing is more important than your peace of mind right now. Nothing is more important than your access to inner knowing, which is all is well. It has been my mantra as of late, and I hope you can use that too. Feel free to use that. Next one after return is to listen. When we listen within and to others in order to understand the situation at hand and align with our intentions, by cultivating skills such as compassion and curiosity, we gain insight into the causes and conditions underlying our experiences, as well as the needs and perspectives of others involved. This is the magic of awareness, that you can embody what others are thinking. You can embody and feel what others are going through, wearing other people's shoes, walking in their shoes, as they say. So whenever you're interacting with anybody, put yourself in their situation, put yourself in what they're saying, because they are revealing parts of yourself that is yet to be worked out, that is yet to be compartmentalized, that is yet to be unpacked and looked at. And when we look at things, we gain more understanding, and we get to integrate the things that are needed and let go of things that are not. Fortify yourself, make yourself pure. And how do we purify ourselves? By retaining the things that are of importance, what is essential, and we add things that are helpful for our growth, and we let go of the things that are not needed. We let go of the things that are old stories that are not helpful for our progression. And now, when you have done your return, which is returning to the center, and listening, this is making yourself aware of what's around you and inside of you, and not reacting. You really gotta be disciplined in this. Do not react. Sometimes we're pushed to shove desserts in our mouths and distract ourselves with visual stimulation and or information. The mind is so addicted to be informed. That's why articles still sell. That's why products still sell, because we are addicted to it. We are addicted, and we buy this delusion that we are incomplete. But in this mindful practice, when we listen, when we truly listen, we are complete. Each and every moment is complete in and of itself. So I'd like for you now to finally begin your action and interactions with intentionally aligning your choices with your values and insights gained from listening within. Okay, so the result of all of this silence and disciplined practice of not reacting is for us to have actions that are aligned to our values. Actions that are rightly so. Actions that are divinely inspired. Actions that are fruitful. Actions that are solid 80% that brings 80% of what you want. See, that's efficient living. 20% effort for 80% reward. Isn't that fascinating? So if you work with if you work with the way the world works, with the way nature works, and you do your part, you'll be rewarded. And it is heaven on earth. There's an abundance. Imagine the grains of sand and the leaves and the grass. And the way the animals move, animals are in heaven, except for those who are in the slaughterhouse. Their karma and their evolution in this lifetime is honored, and prayers go to you, my friends. I'm sorry that people eat meat, but this is only a phase, and it should happen. We do not have any feeling or resent or anger. We know that everything that happens should happen because it is happening. And this is Byron Katie's teaching, which is called Loving What Is. So going back to our mindful practice, which is beginning to finally act with alignment with our virtues, we're gonna gain clarity, resilience, and purposefulness. At each step on this path to return to our inner clarity, we may encounter different default habits getting in the way. When we notice this happening, we can engage the mindfulness skills essential to disrupt the default habits and invite a mindset that empowers us to see things as they are, with minimum interference from past conditioning and our evolutionary instincts. That's the beauty to act between spirit and matter. Our material being always pulled to reactivity, and our spirit being aware and zoomed out and always in the know of the right action. So doing this practice, we can move from self-doubt to authenticity, and you can easily assess your situation by taking 3 mindful breaths. And you can practice to dedicate yourself daily with whatever works for you. You can do tapping, you can do yoga, meditation, you can do mindful living, mindful washing of the dishes, mindful driving. And in mindfulness, you're open in observing and noticing things that are usually mundane and pass you by, and in giving it another minute, wisdom blossoms, and you realize simple truths that really help you on how you manage your day-to-day. And we call this integration. Use daily reminders to continue practicing and reinforcing these skills throughout the day. Maybe card decks, whether in physical or digital format, offer one easy tool, or you can create your own reminders on sticky notes. It is a journey. Embrace the process. Be playful. Connect deeply. And I'm here to help you and guide you. Go to startearlytoday.com if you want transformational mindfulness strategies. And if you want a book, I have compiled my resources, my mindful reminders as phrases and quick explanations. and the book is called It's All in Your Head, Friend. And it's a beautiful day today. It's called paradise. It's called heaven on earth. I see my neighbor walking by. She's walking her dog. Her name's Elizabeth, and the dog's name, I don't know her name. It's Teddy. It's another neighbor. Hello there, Teddy. It's a beautiful day, Teddy. Hello there. Hey! This is Teddy. What kind of dog is this? Chihuahua? Is he a Chihuahua? Shih Tzu. That's Teddy barking. Bye. I think he is also talking about mindfulness, mindful barking. And an experiment about dogs is that you can imagine holding their throat and their head with your other hand, one hand on the throat, one hand on the head, and you just relax all of your muscles and it will quieten down. I forgot to practice it because he was all over me. Okay, I think that's it for today. I'm just shouting out my offerings, which is Start Early Today transformational mindfulness coaching, or shall I say guidance, because I will help you find the mindful person in you. We're gonna look at things differently. We're gonna shift and tilt our perceptivities to gain new perception. Maybe just a little debugging. New article today on Substack. It's called Mindful Mondays. I'm gonna try publishing daily with a theme, with Monday being Mindful Mondays or Motivational Mondays. Tuesday will be about gratitude. I'm gonna call it Gratituesdays. And Wednesday, since it starts with the letter W, we're gonna call it Wisdom Wednesdays. And Thursday, what's Thursday? What's good for Thursday? Technology Thursdays or Business Thursday? I don't know. What are you into? What's been your focus lately? Time Management Thursday, or what's Friday? Friday, I'm in love. Maybe Return to Love. We'll talk about love. Love Fridays. Inspired by the group The Cure, because the cure for everything is love. And Saturdays, I don't know. Maybe it's a break. Holy Sabbath Day. And Sundays, maybe I'll take Saturday and Sunday with no newsletter, so you guys will miss me on your inboxes. That's for today. I think it's a good one, a good start. We're gonna start the week right, and I'm gonna hop on the Peloton, and you hop on whatever you choose to hop onto, but make sure you hop on it mindfully, intentionally, deliberately, and with full conscious awareness. Shout out to all my fellow Substack readers and Substack subscribers, paid and free. And you can upgrade to paid. Come on, the world is getting richer, and I know you're having more resources. And you know what they say about resources. If you put it in one place, it's like poop, it stinks. But if you spread it everywhere, it shall grow like investments, compounding in interest. And invest in your mind, and you can do so by upgrading to Make Pure Thy Heart paid subscription. This is Paolo, yo boy. I think I'm getting the hang of this. I'm having a nice flow these past couple of days in expressing what is true from within. Thanks for your time. That was a good 24 minutes. Browse through all the episodes and share with your friends, and let's link up in the comments. And I love you. Namaste.